Hi everybody, today we are going to start, God, it's like my tagline, my intro. We're gonna do word sentences and dealing with word sentences when it comes to our functions, okay? You guys already did a little bit on translation when you did equations. We're just gonna go ahead and continue with it, reinforce it, whatever you want to call it, okay? So luckily it's only one page, literally one page, okay? This stuff, oh look, I forgot to get rid of that. So with translating, there are a lot of correct answers for translating. If you're going from math into words, there are so many different words that can mean all of these operations. So if we have that where you go from words or from math into words, I'll be I'll be paying close attention to what you actually wrote out and making sure it matches it correctly. An easier thing is going from words to math because there's only one operation that'll match that word that was used. And that is typically the kind of questions you'll see more often than trying to generate your own words. Okay? But we're going to practice it both ways. So let's go ahead and go over some like synonyms for each operation. So addition, plus, add is another word, together, sum, increase by. Those are all words that mean addition. You guys can probably think of a few more and feel free to add them to your notes. Totally fine. Subtraction. Ooh, just dropped my lip gloss. We got take away, minus, decrease, less, like for less, 2. That means like 4 minus 2. It's not a word you usually see very often, but in case you do. Difference is another one. Now, the next two are actually turnaround words. So when you hear less than, 4 less than 6, it means that the number that came before less than is actually in the back of the math. So when we say 4 less than 6, what we're saying is 6 minus 4. Okay? So when you see the less than or fewer than, those are turnaround words. Okay? Turn around words. And what that means is that you need to flip it around, like change the order that it's given to you. So 4 less than 6, it came first, but it goes in the back of the math. Okay? And then like 4 fewer than 6, 4 still goes in the back. But if I said 4 minus 6, that's just written how it's said. Okay? So we'll practice this, don't worry. Multiplication. We got product. Twice means to specifically multiply with 2. Times, per, there's other ones. I just can't remember them all. Division would be a quotient, which is what you get when you divide. Grouping things. Like we're going to put them into 4 groups, so we're going to divide it by 4. Divide. Those are all division words, okay? So, example 1, we get a word sentence, and we have to write the equation for it. So when they say y is equal to the product of 8 and a number x increased by 2, well, y, that's the start of your equation, is equal, so that's an equal sign. The product means to multiply. So what are we multiplying? 8 and a number x. So we multiply 8 times x, and increase by means to add. So we just put it all together. Y equals 8 times x plus 2. Okay? So that's a little bit easier because there's really only one correct answer. The order might be different, and that's okay. But how the operations work with each other, that there's really only one answer for. Example 2, you have to write your own word sentence, and this can be very different than what I get, depending on the word you use. But I'm just looking at the equation, and I have y is equal to 4 times x. I need to say something about that, so I can say 4 times x. Or I can say the product of 4 and x. Take away 2, or 2 less than the product of 4 and x. Like, there's so many different ways you can say it. Alright? So this one you're going to try on your own. And we will go over the different options that you guys have and make sure it makes sense. Okay? Example 3, we have to write the order pairs in the table graph into a word sentence. So basically, when we do these, like either they give us a table or a graph, they don't give us the equation. We need an equation to write into words. Okay? So with example 3, I'm going to go ahead and get an equation. So I need a slope, a y-intercept, all that fun stuff. So I picked these two in the red box for my slope. And I just did 5 minus 4 over 4 minus 2 gives me 1/2. The y-intercept is actually already given to us, where the y is a number but the x is 0. So I know my y-intercept is 3. So I just go ahead and write my equation. Y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Now, to write that, there's so many different ways I can write it. Y is equal to half a number and 3. Like, is equal to 1/2 times the number plus 3. There's so many different ways you can write it. So you're going to go ahead and try this one. Gave you the graph, so first you need to make an equation, slope-intercept form. And then you're going to go ahead and translate it. We'll talk about those translations in class. Okay? But that's it for the video today. So if you have any questions, write them down and we'll talk about it in class. Alright? Bye!